let's get into it. Collective energy check-in. Holy Spirit, let us know what messages you have for the collective. First card we got coming out is drama free. All right, so this is giving me casting care aside, you know, liberation, not being caught up in anything that limits you or makes you feel bound. We got back to the basics under drama free. And this card came out in reverse. All right, so I feel like this is a cycle for some of you that you may be coming out of. You know, the routine of same old, same old. I feel like this is giving me change being on the horizon. We got, what if you could send your problems away today? Confirm, what if you could send your problems away? We got stop complaining coming out in reverse. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're facing the facts about a situation. You know, this is giving me being willing to get in confrontation, you know, not holding your truth back, not putting yourself on pause to suit other people, being willing to address matters as they present themselves, when they present themselves, and being unapologetic about it. You know, instead of sending your problems away in a way that is passive, being proactive about it. You know, if there's something on your mind, this is giving me, we're going to talk about it. You know, to put your mind at ease, to have your consciousness in a state of rest and peace, drama free. All right, let's see what else is coming through. All right, we got yes. And slowly but surely. All right, so this is giving me liberation and progress. All right, so I feel like what needs to be let go of is being let go of. What conversations need to be had, you know, any toxic patterns, any, you know, uncomfortable communication that needs to be addressed is being addressed, you know, and as a result, it's freeing you up. You know, any chains, anything within your mind that may have been slowing you up is now pushing you forward. You know, you're now moving, you know, progress is happening slowly but surely. And this is also giving me, instead of complaining about things, taking matters in your own hand, you know, as the star player, as the leader of your life, doing what it is that you know is necessary to create this type of life where you're free, where you're in a place that says you're happy and you're limitless. All right, Holy Spirit, confirm drama free. All right, we got guilt free. All right, so yeah, this could have been a cycle that had to do with limitations. You know, for some of you, this could have had to do with situations or thoughts that brought about shame. Holy Spirit, confirm, what if you could send your problems away? We got do what you love, and better alone than in bad company. Underneath, what if you could send your problems away today? All right, so this is giving me being at odds with people who don't support you. You know, I feel like for some of you, there's some things that you want to pursue that people aren't necessarily in support of. You know, that people aren't backing you up with. You know, they may not see any benefit in you pursuing the path to become a lawyer or to become a doctor. They may not see the benefit of you taking a totally different route. Maybe you don't want to go to school. Maybe you want to create your own business, or maybe you want to become a chef, or whatever the case may be, whatever your career path is. I feel like there's some people around you that don't quite see things the way that you do. And that could be what's causing some conflict here. You know, because you want to do what you love, but you have to be around the right people in order to get where it is that you need to go. And if you're not around the right people, definitely cultivating the right mindset is what's going to be beneficial to get there. And so I feel like with this stop complaining coming out in reverse, you know, you're no longer entertaining minds that are small. You know, people that don't align with what it is that you love are not people that you're going to call, are not phone calls that you're going to entertain. You know, and if these are people that are around you, you know how to maneuver, you know how to deal with them. And I feel like you're acknowledging the truth and sending these problems away. All right, Holy Spirit, confirm yes. Okay, we got I'm not always an angel, and doing nothing is fine too. This is giving me a balance of act and rest. You know, a balance between taking action on what it is that you want and what it is that you need to do. And then also finding those times to do nothing too. But this is also giving me a message where I feel like for some of you, the people that are around you, you know, they may feel at ease when you're doing nothing. You know, like it will make them feel better about themselves if you stay complacent, if you don't reach your potential, if you continue in an energy where, you know, you have shame and you're caught up in the drama, because that won't help you move any further than where you are now. All right, so I feel like either this is an energy within your subconscious, you know, the duality of staying the same versus change, or this is the energy that's showing up in your reality that's saying doing nothing is fine, you know. But I feel like that's what you're freeing yourself from.